Hello Harley, how we doing? Why's my picture crap? Onto my lens. Hello Trades and Tones, how we doing? Just taking this lens off, I don't know if it's a bit cloudy. What's happened now? Typical that. Sorry about that. I took one lens off and I didn't realise I'd left the fisheye lens behind. Really marvellous. Hello Trains and Tones, hello Yorkshire Railway Adventures. Weather's pretty terrible here as per usual, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how we do. Hello Yorkshire Railway Adventures. How's it going? Literally been here 2 minutes and it's raining again. Can't believe it. Hello, Fragilistico, how are we doing? Hello, Manilaw. Back again. Yeah, and back again with terrible weather. There's another freight train coming here. Looks like a class 66. We're multimodal. It is. DB cargo. No, I'm not in the Midlands, I'm in the Northwest. After you've seen G660, what's that, Harley? Is that something coming late tonight or something? Something I don't know about that you need to inform me about? Hello Heather, how are we doing? Yeah, I think it's already been here. It's pretty much been raining for past, off and on for past 2 hours, Heather. It's not good. That's why I'm having to, I've got my camera in the car and I'm zooming through the window. It's not good. Did you get your bits and pieces from Asda and B&M? Are you prepared for your birthday tomorrow? Well, not your birthday, but your birthday do. Terminates in Blackburn sidings late tonight. Where's it coming from, Harley? I forgot. Trains and tones. Did anybody see the blood moon? No, I didn't. That's all. Have you set the quality to 4K? No, I don't know what quality it's set at here. It's just live stream quality. You know, whatever it live streams at. All sorted for Maria's 16th tomorrow. Can't believe it. I bet you can't. Soon comes round. My God, does it. Hello, Mark Carter. How are we doing? Looks like 480p. Oh, there's something wrong at your end, Trains and Sons, because I'm watching it on a remote screen and the picture's pretty perfect on my screen. I'm watching it through the mobile network like you are. The picture's fine here. Goes to Ghana Junction. All right. Obviously, it's an engineer's train, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I know there's... Yeah. Hello, Jason Stroud. Yeah, I'm just outside of Preston in my usual spot. When it's because you're right next to it. I'm miles away. I don't get you there. You're right. Say that again. Yeah, but I'm streaming and I'm watching the stream on a different device. Whether I'm next to it or not has no bearing on it. It's still coming through the same network. And somebody in Ireland says the picture's perfect, so that's good enough for me. It's not because you're right next to it. It doesn't work like that. The stream goes through the network. It doesn't matter whether you're a foot apart or 3,000 miles apart, you know what I mean? No, I didn't see the locomotive services this morning. What were that? I were looking for that as well on Rail Advent and I couldn't find anything. Yeah, Jeanette's doing the live tonight at 9 o'clock, Harley. Correct. I don't know, it might be 720. I don't know how it's... Whatever it default streams as, I don't know what it defaults as, but I can see the picture quality. I can tell if because I like I say, I do watch it on an iPad while I'm streaming, so I know that if there's an issue or it drops out, I know about it. I'm actually parked a bit behind a bush today to try and create a bit of shelter. Whether it works or not, I don't know. Hello, Hamal Makabana, how are we doing? When is the train coming? There you go. Your wish is my command. Past Preston at 11:28. Excellent. I'll be right back. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Double tap the screen, doesn't cost nothing. breeze it keeps blowing my camera from side to side. Won't be a right long stream, this. It's not really pleasant when weather's rubbish. And here we've got a 323 coming on the down slow line. Fed up with this rain. I wish it had just rained heavy and get it out of its system and then clear up, but it's just spit, and mess about, you know what I mean? Hello, Richie Roper, how we doing? Hello, Omida Best, how we doing? Don't forget, if you're new here, like and subscribe, double tap the screen. That's all you have to do, just go tap like that. How long have you been streaming for on this live? 12 minutes and 38 seconds. I'm not scared of the trees. I say this from my bunker. Yeah, well, I'm right. I'm behind a bush today, Stuart. A big bush with full of like red berries. I don't know what they are. They certainly don't look like edible berries. But I'm sort of hidden behind it because when I pulled up, there was another car in my usual spot. Well, he's gone now, but I'd already started the stream, so I thought I'm not moving once I've started the stream. So this bush might just give me a bit of protection if it does start raining again. I wouldn't shout that too loudly, correct. Tell you something, the temperature's dropped. And there goes another Class 2 323. And that's going to Manchester Airport. Yeah, the temperature's certainly dropped. It were much warmer yesterday, even though it were wet. It were much warmer. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hello, Jane. How we doing? And here comes the rain again. Here comes the rain again. Super duper. Gonna play TSW, I might spad 10 more this time, yeah. Just come into this, so I thought I would watch. Excellent, Jane. You've just come in the middle of a severe storm. So we're just going to take a bit of evasive action. Just wind my window up slightly. Fortunately, the rain's, this bush that I'm next to is offering a bit of protection. Correct, Stuart. You can do what you want with that spanner. Hello, 1967 Ford Mustang. How are we doing? It's sunshine and bright in Warrington. Blimey, you're only a few miles away from me where I am. Hello, Jane. Yeah, I'm in Preston in the United Kingdom. A very wet Preston. And now we're having a torrential storm. I'm good. Just finished work. Excellent. This is ridiculous, this weather. It really is. It's not. Don't need to sign up for this. I'm all the way down in Devon. Excellent. I bet your weather's not like that in here in Devon. Just what you want. Wind and rain. Good grief. This is ridiculous. Yeah. Those cows, yeah. They must be getting very wet. And they don't seem to be bothered. They seem pretty oblivious to it. They're still moving around, if you get me drift. See what I did there? Moving around. All the way down in Devon. Who is it who's in Warrington? And they're in sunshine in Warrington, and I'm in the middle of a monsoon, and I'm only half an hour away from Warrington. Yes, cows. Very wet cows. Stick to what you do best. I don't know what I do best, Stuart. Hello, Eric Griffin. How are we doing? Right, hang on. So I'm going to have to take a bit of evasive action here and just until this passes off, I'm just going to have to wind my window up because it's really coming in on me. When a train comes, I will lower the window back down again. But just getting a bit ridiculous with that rain there. A little bit ridiculous. A fan of crazy attractions. Excellent. That bit of heavy spell just passed over. Don't forget, like, subscribe, double tap the screen. I don't operate a channel. Yep. You keep typing that in, fan of crazy. You keep typing the same thing in, the fan of crazy attractions. You might just have to go on a little time out. You might have to take a little breather. Yeah, dark clouds. I'm hoping. I mean, I can't tell, but it looks like it's a bit brighter here in the distance. Yes, it's classed as spanning. I'm just waiting for the new Bagpuss film. The new Bagpuss film, I didn't know they were bringing out another Bagpuss. I remember that cartoon. Well, say it wasn't a cartoon, where it was a kids' programme. When Bagpuss goes to sleep, all his friends go to sleep. The mice on the mouse organ. Gabriel the Toad. Madeline the Ragdoll. And Professor Waffle, the distinguished old bookend in the shape of a woodpecker. I remember it well. Believe they are not upgrading. Trains and Other Stuff 2011. Hello, I'm back from yesterday. Hello, Trains and Other Stuff 2011. How's it going? I'm not sat here watching Bagpuss on YouTube. Hello, Cap. How are we doing? Hello again, Cap. Hi, Cap. Hello, Tommy. Good afternoon. A bit of a chilly, dull one over here in Dublin. Yeah, it's not the best over here, Tommy, to be honest. It's no, it's the West Coast Main Line, Cap. The West Coast Main Line. WCML. And here comes the rain again. Good Lord. The sky looks like it's brightening up over there, but I'm not convinced. Hit the likes, please, everybody. Correct. Hit the likes. Double tap the screen. Subscribe. Do what you want. It looks like the sky is graded. Graded. Should be a 195 in 4 minutes. Excellent. That must be going to or from Windermere or Barrow-in-Furness. I haven't looked at the diagram yet. There is a freight train due. The engineer's train will be due in a minute. And the good old log train, which I'm sick of seeing, but there you go, you can't help it. Let's have a look on the, get the iPad fired up and see what the diagrams are doing. Yeah, it's definitely not as warm as it has been. Good grief. Hello, Scoutster. How are we doing? Yeah, there's a freight train shortly. The engineer's train's due. It'll be about 15 minutes away, I think. I'm just checking now, actually, on the diagrams what's about. Hello, Ken and Jones. How are we doing? What's happening today? the diagram's empty. There's a 1U01 coming. I don't know what that is. Head code 101. If you were talking about 6:05, I'm sorry to say, in real-time train, it said it passed 47 minutes early. Right. Oh, well, that must be the one that came past when, perhaps when I first set up. One came past when I first set up. Do you remember when I was having bother with the lens? That might have been that then. Oh, well, we're not getting that one then, I'm afraid. That must have been the one that went. Hello, Advina Quern. How we doing? From Brazil. Do you know how fast they will be going? Well, every train's different. There's one coming up on the up fast line now, but I don't know what it is. The up fast being the farthest line away from the camera. So if a train driver is referred to an engineer, then what is the drivers of the engineer's train called? He's an engineer, I don't know. I didn't know they called them engineers in this country. I know in America they call them engineers, but I thought in this country they just called them train drivers. You know, I don't really know. Some countries, I think they call them loco pilots. But I don't really know. Hello, Luciat Chalet. How we doing? There goes the 195, and that's going to Manchester Airport. Conductors usually the guard, but they don't on the big trains now. They don't call them guards now. They call them train managers. Strawberry cute. How we doing? Follow me. Follow you where? Why? Where you going? Are we? Follow me, leader. The engineer train driver is called Gertrude. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know they no longer call them conductors. Not on the big trains anyway. They call them train managers. And the people on the platforms that blow the whistle, they're called dispatchers. Even though they don't have a whistle now, they have like paddles. If you go to Preston Station, they have like it's called a lollipop, and it's like a white paddle, and they wave that. I have it on good authority from his dad, Agnes. Conductor is called Engelbert. No, it's Bob too, the engineer. Why Thursday, Jeanette? Has BR cancelled his service yet again? Yeah, tonight's train has been cancelled. The 9 PM train has been cancelled. By the way, with Strawberry Cute, I think she or he meant follow them on YouTube. All right, I see. All right. Well spotted. I thought they were having a game of follow me leader. Hello, Alex Trains. How we doing? I'm not good. Oh dear. You're not so well, Alex. You're a bit off colour. The train spotter is spadded again. Today's a sad day, is it, Alex? All right. Why is it a sad day, Alex? Be my last live before our holds, yeah. Do you hope the weather picks up, Jeanette? Bloody hell. That's one good thing about getting all this rain out of way this week. It could be a chance it could improve your chances of better weather next week. Now that you're coming onto our side of the country. You're getting the Lancashire weather. It's definitely a nice change. Yeah, it's the anniversary of 9/11. Right. Scouster. Also, if it just me, but I saw it inside my head, Network Rail has been generous when I see a train 400 foot. Yeah. Yeah. Chippy tea. Chippy tea. Is that what you're having tonight, Stuart? Chippy tea. That's all right. Alex Trains, it was sad. What was sad, Alex? You keep saying this, but I don't know what you're talking about. What's sad? It was sad. I just like the Lancashire hot pots, yeah. Yeah. His day. Yeah, I don't know it's sad. I don't know what he's on about, Alex. I'm trying to saying out, but he's not saying anything. He's just having a sad day, I think. All right, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. I see. It certainly did. I remembered it well when it actually happened. I just got in from work when that happened. Around 2 o'clock it were in the UK, 2 in the afternoon, and I remembered it well. It's one of them things, one of them events where you always know where you were when it happened. And it's like, you know where you were when Princess Diana died, and you know where you are. You can always remember where you were when, for instance, the millennium. You know what I mean? When we went to the year 2000, you always remember where you were. There's significant dates and things that always stick in your mind. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same with me. I was on 6-2 that day. I worked at Crown Paints, and I was on 6-2, and I just got in just as it were all unfolding. Yeah, unbelievable. I mean, that's what it looked like as well, Heather. It just didn't look real. You couldn't believe what was happening in front of your eyes. It was unbelievable. You know, that when them planes just flying into the side of the building, it was just like something off a film. It was unbelievable. Yeah, I'd just finished work, me, and I just walked in house when it were all on news. And then when Princess Diana got killed, Lady Diana, you know, I remember that significantly as well. That was Sunday, when that was announced to the world. Happened on a Saturday evening, but we got told on Sunday morning. And I remember that day as well. It was a Sunday. Can't remember the date, but I just know it was a Sunday. And it's funny how these significant dates, you know where you were when it happened. We were only talking about it last night when the millennium thing, and there was the big drama saying that the world's going to end and everything's going to stop working and all that lot. And it clicked to midnight and nothing happened. Nothing. You know. Well, the sun is out. Amazingly, the sun is out. I can't believe it. And the temperature's rising. Yeah, it must have been awful to be in that tower block that day. It must have been absolutely horrendous. Absolutely. I couldn't imagine it. You know, people jumping out to avoid... Oh, God, not even worth thinking about. Just the horrible world we seem to live in nowadays, where horrible things is now just become the norm. And we were only talking about this earlier on another live stream, and just horrific things now have become the norm, and we don't know any different. You know, nobody knows how to be pleasant again, and, you know, appreciate nice things. Everybody's just, every time you turn telly on, it's just bad stuff all the time. You know, my mum's friend had her photo taken just in front of the towers the day. Oh, God grief. Blimey. It's funny how that's so lucky to be there on that day. Well, you know what I mean. Obviously, it weren't lucky for the towers, but it was lucky to. I mean, my mum were in the Irondale Centre when it got bombed. Do you remember in Manchester when the Irondale Centre got blown up? My mum were in it, and she just thought, she says, these workers are making a lot of dust. Yeah. You know what I mean? And she walked out of it. She left, her and my stepdad left the building just as it exploded. And she just, I said, well, because we were all worried about it because we knew she was in Manchester and this bomb had gone off. And she just comes breezing back in house with not a care in the world. Well, we just thought it were builders doing renovations, you know, alt dust and stuff. I said, alt dust and stuff? I said, a bomb's gone off. Oh, we didn't know, you know. She were oblivious to it. Unbelievable. She were there. Yeah, that's a long while ago as well. Hello, Canadian Locomotive Logistics. How are we doing? But unfortunately, it's just a sad world we live in now. It's just, there's no good news. Nothing good happens. You know, it's all doom and gloom. Yeah. That's another one, yeah. Manchester Arena bombing, yeah. Some pretty rotten things happened. Yeah, catch you later, Scoutster. Have a nice day. Have a nice remainder of your day. Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny. It's funny. We're only talking about it on an earlier stream today, and it's true. People don't communicate now in reality. In the real world, nobody communicates in person. It's just all online and everything, and all we see is images of horrible things going on around the world. All these wars and, you know, people getting blown up, innocent people getting blown up and stuff, and we've become oblivious to it, you know what I mean? We just... It is, you're right, there it is, it's sickening. And I blame a lot of it, me, on social media and technology, me, because people have lost the ability to communicate in person, you know. I mean, when we were young, we you know, we used to, first thing we did, we got home, we went out and we met people and we talked and we did stuff together, and there's none of that now. It's all online communication, and people, everything we see now is on a screen, and everybody seems to have become blinkered to it, you know what I mean, and just texts horrible crap in the earth what's going on around the world just as normal, you know, and it's not normal. But unfortunately, it's the way it is. And we don't... Hello, Stan the train man. How we doing? Yeah, and it's just the way that the world's got. It's just a miserable place, isn't it, at the moment? You know, all these wars going on, all these political leaders, all they're interested in is war and falling out with each other. Yeah. But people don't communicate like they used to. That's the problem. You know, we don't communicate. We don't show feelings to each other or anything. You know what I mean? It's all just via the internet. A thumbs up, a love heart, and all this. It's the reality's disappeared. You know, and children don't. They're different now. They do things differently because everything's technology driven. You know. Yeah. Well, there again, Stan the train man. You're right there. I mean, yeah, correct. You're right though, Stan the train man. I mean, the old steam engines were like a thing of beauty to look at, and they're not now. No, you're right. They want everybody to be. They want everybody to be held under control, and I think they create a lot of. What's the word I'm looking for? I think they create a lot of. You know, I think a lot of bad things are deliberately stirred up just to make us all look and to almost like pull us all in line again, if you know what I mean. I tried to explain what I'm trying to say here, but I think a lot of things, yeah, scaremongering and stuff, and I think a lot of things are made up and brought about just so that we all pull back into line, and that's the way they want it, you know what I mean? I mean, if everybody, we all complain about stuff, and we complain, let's say, for instance, we complain about the tax we pay, the 20% income tax we pay. If everybody tomorrow, everybody in UK just said, right, government, we're not paying this, and just every single person didn't pay it, they'd have to sit up and look and think, oh my God, we need to sort this out, because, you know, and things would change. But unfortunately, it's never going to happen, you know. Like a TV license, if everybody just turned around and said, sorry, I'm not paying that again. Yeah, that's it. I mean, Stuart's right there. They just... the news is nonsense. If you watch the news, there's no way now of telling what's right and what's true now. Even now when you're flicking through on Facebook and all these social media sites, you haven't a clue what's real. Yeah, I've argued with the TV man on my doorstep so many times. Well, you're not blocked on here, Trains and Tones. Nobody's blocked you here. Yeah. I mean, that's, to me, the TV license is the biggest rip-off going. You know, it's an absolute rip-off. Yeah, that's the best way, that, Heather. Best way. They can't do nothing. They can't do nothing at all. They're not allowed in, and, you know, it's crazy. Okay, Alex Trains, I'll catch you later. Bullet Pacifics are the best steam engine. Yeah. I like them all, mate, steam engines. You know. Everybody has their own opinions, you know what I mean? Where are we today? Yeah, we're in Preston again. I were going to go somewhere different, but while the weather's terrible, it's just not worth it. I ain't travelling to sit it rain somewhere else and forking out on fuel just to go and sit it rain somewhere else. I'm going to Crewe, and it could be Saturday, but I'm just waiting for weather. The forecast at the moment is terrible for the next few days around here. Is there a reason why they aren't sending and going to voicemail? I don't know what you mean, trains and tones. Nice, I saw Eddystone at Southampton the other. Amazing video, excellent. You should go to Waterloo, Watercross Line. Yeah, I've heard of that. We can talk to them through the doorbell and say, Slingerook. Yeah. Kalas Kadam, how low are we doing? One of the TV guys was like, how many TVs do you have? I said, I don't own one. Meanwhile, you could hear CBeebies playing in the background. Oh, I love it. Oh, I can't help you there, trains and tones. It's something you'll have to sort out yourself. Yeah. Yeah, my mum's TV licence, that's actually due this month, and she keeps ringing me up saying, will you pay it, will you pay it? And I said, stop flapping about it, you know, but she, I am worried though. What are you worried about, trains and tones? She keeps flapping about her licence. Said, don't worry, they're not going to come and haul you off. It tickles me how blind people get a reduced rate for a TV licence. What use is a TV licence? A TV to a blind person? In October, the licence will be free from 60 and over. All right. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'll have a word with my mum about that, because hers is due now. It ran out, I think, in the end of August, and she's obviously got the letter to renew it, and so I'll look into that, because obviously she doesn't need to pay a full year if it's going to be free from October. Well, October's only next month, isn't it? I don't really have a favourite, Stan, the train man. I like them all, you know. I got the most boring local ever. It runs 450s, 158s and 337s. I don't mind 158s. I keep answering that question, Stan, the train man. I don't really have a preference. I like them all. You know what I mean? Expect a refund, yeah. Well, I haven't paid it yet. I haven't sorted it yet, so I'll look into it. She rung me up yesterday flapping about it. I said, don't worry about it. They're not going to come and, you know, they're not going to come and haul you off. I mean, I don't have a TV licence. And I'd love them to try and find my address, because I don't even know my address myself. As Jeanette will tell you, if they can find me, my house, they deserve a medal. Yeah, mine's free as well, Heather. if they ever come knocking on my door, the TV license people, I'll give them a prize, because they will not. It's pretty much impossible to find my address, and Jeanette will confirm that it's very difficult. The thing is, I can't get a letter. I don't get letters. I don't get post, and I don't get letters. All my post and letters go to a different address. They don't go to my address, because I don't know my address. I like the Class 28. I've never even heard of a Class 28. How's that look like? Yeah. Yeah, you do well. I mean, I told Jeanette where it were, and she still couldn't find it. I've been known to go out myself and forget where I live. So if the TV license people can catch up with me, they're doing well. I'd pay it just as a reward. Hello, Monty. How we doing? See you later, Stuart. Catch you later, Stuart Ryan. How's it going, Monty? How we doing, darling? But we will cash you in for the reward. He's in Preston. No, I'm not in Preston. Trains forever. I'm back. Trains and Tones, don't forget, if you get lost, use Find My Car on Google Maps. All right. I never lose my car. I know where that is. Hello, Jeanette. Have we met before? Maybe. He's near Leyland train track. Yeah, that's it. That's narrowed it down a bit. Yeah, I don't live here, though. I live about 20... I don't know how many miles it is, actually, back to my house from here, but it must be near as about 20, I would say. Hello, Chinese person. Hello, number one at PUBG Gaming. PUBG Gaming, my God, I've played that game a few times. That is hard work. Every time I play that game, I end up dead. Have you been to... Yes, I have. The NRM. Where do I normally shop? I mean, what is this? In a shop, I go to any shop, you know what I mean? I just go to whatever shop. I don't have a preference or a particular. When I need something, I just go to the nearest shop. Did you see Copper Knob? No. Sainsbury's Chab Shop. Yeah. Yeah. Probably Sainsbury's and Spar is probably the most shops that I visit. I mean, I love Spar. I love that shop. Even though it is a bit more pricey than your big superstore, I just love the shop. It's superb. And that Spar that I go to, it has a post office in it, and you can go and put money in your bank account, or draw money out if you want, on a Sunday if you wanted to. You know, how many banks can you go to on a Sunday? You can go and post a parcel on a Sunday. Do it all on a Sunday. Yeah, if I have a few quid sometime, oh God, you can't beat Marks and Spencer's food. That is top notch. I had a quiche once from Marks and Spencer's. I didn't want it to finish. It was absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, it's good stuff is Marks and Spencer's. My God, is it? Yeah, everything's good at Marks and Spencer's. Everything. Yes, I didn't go to Sainsbury's today. Got as far as Pets at Home and B&Q. Yeah, we have a Pets at Home. In fact, we have two pet shops on the same industrial estate. One's Pets at Home and one's another new one that I've never heard of, and I can't think of the name of them. They took over what used to be a Mothercare shop. You know. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have a cat. I have a cat, and boy, do I know it. Do I know it. Hello, Sanger, how are we doing? How's it going, Sanger? What's the weather like up there? Is it as horrendous weather up there like it is here? My dog goes mad for cats. He is a German Shepherd Golden Retriever. Excellent. Hello, I am the sexy Danish person. How are we doing? My bun's squeezed. Yeah. Hello, Lee Thornton. Yeah, I'm in Preston at the moment. I'm the sexy Danish, but I'm doing quite well at the moment. Thank you for asking. No problem. Chains and tones. He pulled me out of my chair once. Blue sky there. Oh, well, certainly no blue sky here, Sanger. It's been raining off and on all afternoon. It's currently fine. But, yeah, and Heather, she has a Jeff. Jeff is unique. He is the ultimate pet. Jeff is a star. He is a YouTube star, is Jeff. A YouTube legend. You'd have to, when you subscribe to Heather, because she does music and everything, she does guitar, she does piano, so hit her channel, subscribe, and you'll be able to see Jeff as well. And believe me, he's well worth watching. Monty has Downs. I have a Leslie. My daughter has an Instagram for, oh yeah, I can well imagine. And Biscuit, yeah, one-eyed Jack. What trains are here today? Just the usual run-of-the-mill passenger trains. The big log train will be coming through shortly. It's hiding behind the bush at the moment. It's here, but it's hiding behind the bush. And that'll be a Class 70 with 22 log carriages on. And then after that is probably when I consider going. I don't like going, if I go too early, I just end up sat in traffic. My uncle had a dog called Pencil. That's what you get. That's what you get when you ask a 3-year-old to name your dog Pencil. Pencil. I bet it was a sharp dog though, wasn't it? I'm that sexy Danish person. Apparently I don't know how to write. Well, you'd certainly know how to type. Pencil, come here. Pencil. Pencil. Batista. Did you hear that sound then? Hello, Chris, how are we doing? Well, you've been doing another bird watch. I didn't realise I'd have had you up on my iPad if I'd have known. His pencil is blunt. Wasn't the sharpest. Hello, Rahul Kumar, how are we doing? All the pencil jokes are running in now. Oh yeah. I still subbed RB Rail. I'm in the UK, Rahul Kumar, in the UK. I'm in Preston, near the city of Preston in Lancashire, on the West Coast Main Line. Callum came with you, excellent. I had a cat called Rubbish. A cat called Rubbish. How fire named it, Rubbish. Well, I nearly named my cat a different name, I'll tell you, but I'm not going to say on here what I nearly named it. But it certainly, yeah. Anyway, that's another story. Jeanette knows what I nearly called it. This message is held for review. Let's have a look. Hund, I don't know what that means. Rahul Kumar? I have no idea. But yeah. Yeah, that they nearly ended up being called that because when I got it, it was a proper one. And it's not changed much really. It has calmed down slightly, but it still gets up to stuff that drives me mad. Hello, school teacher. Namaste. How we doing? How's it going? I've got my hands together and that little bow. Rude name for a cat, yeah. But if you just seen what it got up to, you'd understand how it got that name. How it nearly ended up with that name, believe me. Swinging off my curtains at night time. You go to bed and he'd be there, clung onto the curtains right up at top at ceiling, looking down on you. You can't even go to the toilet in peace. It comes and follows you to the toilet and sits there staring at you. And there's nothing more off-putting than having an animal staring at you when you're on the toilet. My dog was first. My first dog was called Floyd. My dad wanted to dye it pink, but oh, I love it. Wait, no, it's never. Actually, that's one thing it's never done. It's never hissed at me. It's punched me a few times. When you get up in the middle at night and go to the toilet, it has one of these climbing things and it sits on top thing. And you just, as you walk out bedroom, it just has a quick dig at you for some weird reason. My gerbils was Pinky and Floyd. Excellent. Yeah. When you back, it stretches its arms. Yeah. Oh yes. My mum's cat used to hate me, attack me any chance I got. I think it's because I tried to get it down from the top of the fridge with a broom. Never liked me since. Yeah, I've had to knock my cat off things with a broom handle. I've had to do that a few times. Now I blast it with water thing, but it used to just fly up curtains and it plucked them. You see, that was the problem. When it shot up and down curtains, it plucked them. So I took the curtains down in the living room. I got that sick of it. I took them down, and you know, I've just got the what do you call them, vertical blinds up. But I were going to get one of these roller blackout blinds, but the company came and looked and all that lot, and I've never seen them since. Very bizarre. You know, it's weird. You think people would want the business, but they don't. Even the local radio DJs knows the names of my dog. Usually gives them a shout out on air. Excellent. I'm a rail fan. Hello there. My old dog hated the broom. It grabs it and shakes it around in your hand. Is he neutered? Every now and then the track at the why can't we just the chat keeps freezing on me for some. We were doing this yesterday. Chat just freezing. I have to keep flicking the button. You know, no, she isn't Sanger. No, she isn't what. I never get a male dog. All girls mine. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's certainly got that rainy look about it, I must admit, Lee. Yeah, I need to get mine done, Senga. I mean, she don't go out, she don't leave the house, so there's no chance of her getting caught out like, but I should get her done, really, because everybody says that should calm down a bit. You know. I mean, she's only been in season once, and that were a carry-on, I'll tell you. Kept lying on the floor with her legs in there, making this queer sound, like a right bizarre sound. But I should get it done. But I went with vet because the vet that I go to, she's just a one-person vet, you know what I mean, on her own. So every time I booked it in, she kept cancelling me and saying, "Can you come another day and another day?" And it's just for some reason just never got round to it again. But I need to take her and get her done, really, because she's how old is it now? That cat, about. We're born in March last year, not this year, last year, so it's like 17 months old now, I would imagine. You know. I prefer male dogs now, only one weenie to worry about, yeah. My brother's St. Bernardine, oh dear. The arcade winds up, we all know each other. The arcade winds up, we all know each other. I missed something in chat. Yeah, the skies definitely look grim again. Tried to widen the view up a bit there. So you can see a bit more of the track in the distance. Yep, I think we're going to get a deluge. I think a deluge is coming. And it is. And what I do now is I just plug this hole up here and not so bad. Hello, Calambrian Migato, how we doing? Heavens are opening. I used to wait on the conductor sticking his loaf out the window so I know what carriage he was on, so I can write or hide in the bog, yeah. Or I've done that when I were younger. Wait while he comes wandering down the train to collect fares and then just dive in the toilet. Okay, Jeanette, I'll catch you later. I shall see you later, shall I say? I remember a few years back when I had really bad flooding in Belfast. It was proper rough, but all the politicians kept saying the deluge. All of us were like, what? This is a deluge here now. See you later, Jeanette. Yeah, I'm just going to have to wind my window up a minute. Actually, it's flying in here, is that? When a train comes, I will put the window back down again when there's something to see, but just while this heavy bout goes over, I'll just wind the window up. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with a wet knee. Could do a little windscreen wiper on my side window. That'd be good. When a train comes, don't worry, I'll yeah. Hello. Oh God, I lost the live again. Just put that up a minute while this. Right, stop now. See what I mean? It's just comes and then it's literally gone in seconds. There were cars floating in it. I'm over in the east. Yeah. Unbelievable. We touch wood where I am here. It's one thing we don't really get much of is flooding. You know, because we're quite high up here, so we get sort of what I call localised flooding. You know, the odd road will flood just in certain places, but we don't get this crazy flooding that goes in people's houses. They get it. There's a town in Ribble Valley. They get it a lot. Did you all get the beast from the east? Yeah, I remember that actually. The beast from the east, because you know I was driving wagons then, and I remember being stuck on M6 when that happened. The beast from the east. Hello, stand the train man, I'm back. I didn't realise you'd gone anywhere. But yeah, I remember that, the beast from the east. I remember the pest from the west as well. Yeah. Hello, Venkatesh Naidu. Yeah, I'm in the United Kingdom. The man from the south. Yeah. I know, I've been trying to think of something to rhyme with south and north. God, it's going dark here now. Just going to wind my window up again a minute. Yeah, it's gone dark here. I got a few bees from the east in the Welders Club. It's horrendous, is this weather now? Good grief. God, imagine if you had an outdoor job. Must be bloody awful. Is it me or is it raining? Yeah, it's just a tad, Chris. Just a little bit of drizzle. And it's gone really dark. Stop now. Stopped again. Unbelievable. Oh God, just can't make up his mind. It stops, it starts, it stops, it starts. Monty, are you British? Yes, he is British. Hello, Hazy, how we doing? Yeah, boy. Here in the rain again. I'm by her in the rain. Have a wee drink in the Great Eastern, Monty. Have a wee drink in the Great Eastern. Hello, Venkatesh Naidu. I'm Indian. Excellent. How's it going? Lewis, the Class 66 fan. How we doing, Lewis? Hello, Mr. Turtle. How we doing? Once this log train's been, I'm going to call it a wrap. Been on now 80 minutes. It's no pleasure in this weather. Keep going up and down with my window. I am in the process of making a plastic thing out of a big Tupperware box, but I'm not there yet. Once I've made that, this weather will not be a problem. I found a big Tupperware box yesterday and I'm just in the process of drilling holes in it and things so I can clamp it to the fence and put my stuff in it, and then this weather won't be a problem. At the moment it's in the car, I zoomed out, you know. Have you got any suggestions yet for your challenge, your 20k challenge? Hello, Joe Rogers, how we doing? On Tears Down, yeah, I went with the lads over to watch the girls play. Alright. Line number 53, thank you, Joe Rogers. Yeah. You've asked that question a few times, Stan. You're okay, excellent. Montiaz down, lads from Great Eastern, only £50 return to Amsterdam. Excellent. That SC guy, or SCI guy, my favourite diesel train is the Class 37, right? Hello, Philip Morris, how we doing? Right, we got, I can't see it, but I think I can hear it. I might be wrong though. Yeah, something. I might be wrong. Yeah, the log train's coming. The log train is here. And these logs are going to Wales. This is probably the biggest freight train that we have in the UK, if it's a full load. And it's going to a place called Chirk in Wales. I'm afraid. Yep, that's where it's going. It's going to Wales. It's going to a place called Chirk, and the firm is called Span, and they make these roof trusses for new houses. It goes every day, that train. God forbid they must go through some wood. Runs every weekday. 22 carriages every time. That's why it's so slow, because of all weight on it. Especially it'll be even heavier today, because all them logs will be wet through. Oh, I've been to lots of heritage railways over the years. Lots. Lots. Colas Class 70, correct? Philip Morris, that's exactly what it was. Colas Class 70. It's always the same one on that. Like I say, it comes every weekday, that thing. I'm sick of sight of seeing it, to be honest with you. But there is an odd thing coming tonight, but it's not till late on, so I won't be viewing that. I don't know what's next. Buyer. No, they were absolute rubbish, them Senga. Never again. Terrible, just like chewing on rubber. I've never been a big fan of McDonald's anyway, to be honest. I've always, if I had to go to one or the other, I'd always choose Burger King all day long. And Kentucky, I haven't been to a Kentucky for a long time. In fact, I haven't been to any takeaways this year proper. But I could kill a Whopper. A double Whopper. I don't know where you had one the other day. Somebody had a triple one, weren't you, Hazy? You had a triple Whopper the other day. A triple Whopper? Oh, God. Sure it was. I remember somebody saying they had a triple Whopper. That must have been a fair old burger, that. Didn't even know they did a triple. I suppose you could have as many as you want, couldn't you, really? If you're prepared to pay, I suppose you can have as many as you want on it. Yeah. They're good. if I could make what I call a combination takeout, I get the Whopper, the double Whopper from Burger King. I get the chips from Kentucky because I like the fries that they do at Kentucky, and I get the milkshake from McDonald's. That'd be the perfect setup for me. How the weather around your way for me right now, it's absolutely tipping it down. Oh yeah. Yeah, then I love them KFC chips. I just had a ruckus outside the school. Oh, hellfire, what's been going on? I had a triple Mac in Turkey. It was massive and better than the patty. Yeah, that's another thing. When you go abroad, the McDonald's is different. Bejesus, Hazy, what happened? Bejesus. A ruckus. You can see the rain coming towards me now down the track. We're not getting train coming down the track. We've got rain coming down the track now, as you can see in the distance, and here it comes. So I'm going to put the window up again. Sorry about that. Monty, did you see the madness at McDonald's down Hollywood Road the other day? Here we go, we've got a big deluge coming now. Kid fell face first in the dump. Hello, Fred's DRS zone. This is the rain I just had a second ago. Yeah, it's terrible. I probably won't be going soon because I'm at Lostock again and I'm getting drenched. Yeah, you will be if you stood at Lostock Station. Some guy walked into my wing mirror and broke it, and I was walking behind him. Then he denied. Oh my God! I can well imagine. I'd have loved to have been a fly on the wall there, Daisy. He knocked it off and then denied he did it, and you were walking behind him. What? Oh my God! Oh God, I can't bet the air were blue. I can well imagine. Yeah, I bet you were raging, yeah. Apparently, he's still picking out the sweet corn pieces from the poop stick in his hair. As it is, ran after the wing mirror, fender, and Simon dropped the dump. What are you on about, Freds? I don't even know what you're talking about there, mister. All I know is it's absolutely bouncing here, is the rain. Absolutely bouncing. Yeah, at least a year money to fix it, to get it fixed or replaced. Have it all on video, excellent. Is that going to be a short later? Adam McGee, how are we doing? We were watching trains, but unfortunately I've had to put my window up. Hazy days proved bounced more than the rain. It went time. I'm getting a bit... I haven't a clue what you're on about, Fred, so you're going to have to go. Just talking nonsense. Excellent. The mirror scandal will be revealed. All right, yeah, suppose so. Yeah, if he paid up, yeah, suppose so. Cheeky bugger though, denying it when you actually stood behind him. Wow, this is ridiculous, this weather. I'm gonna be knocking it on the head in a minute. This is, as you can see, my window's misted up. It's pretty bad. That's how I know what's coming, can you see? That's the diagram that tells me what's coming. It's pretty horrendous. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'm going to call it a do. Not nice and sunny here, I'm afraid. It's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. You can see that's me when it's raining. That's me raining thing. It's a long arm, you can point it in any direction. Right, thanks a lot everybody. I shall get going and I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching, thanks for tapping the like button, thanks for subscribing and all this. And I'll catch you all later. Thank you and goodbye.